Let's go places. Hello again, Scott and Zarilla with you. Glad you are with us as the Charge wrap up the six-game homestand, looking for a third consecutive win and a second straight against the Warriors. So let's get to it and let's match up the teams. First for the visiting Warriors, they're the G League affiliate of the Golden State Warriors, coached by Lane Wilson in his first season. There you see his starting five. Warriors come in at 14-28 overall, 13-15 in the regular season. They have lost 3 consecutive games. The Cleveland Charge are coached by Eli Calabrams. His team fortified with the return of Riley Minix and Tristan Enaruna to the starting lineup, courtesy of assignments by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Charge come in 28-15 overall, 13-7 here at home. They are 20-9 in the regular season, coming off a 138-116 win over the Warriors last night. Tonight's inactive report, it is presented by Cleveland Clinic once again for the Warriors. They will have no two-ways as L.J. Cryer, Malachi Leones, and Nate Williams all with Golden State, while once again Charles Bassey is out for personal reasons. Good news for the Charge, they have no injuries to report. And with that, let's turn our attention to tonight's keys to the game. They are presented by KeyBank, and they are courtesy of me, as I think the Charge just need to do what they did last night, which is keep cleaning the glass. Charge last night out-rebounded the number 2 rebounding team in the league, the Warriors, 50-38, including 13-11 on the offensive glass. And they also have to keep that pace up, keep it pace. Charge a 27-6 fast break point advantage over the Warriors last night. To begin the ball game, the Charge, they will move right to left, and the Warriors left to right, which brings us to tonight's uniforms, which are presented by Cleveland Clinic. The Warriors, they once again will be in the road whites with the blue letters and the blue and gold trim, while the Charge are in the home wine uniforms with the gold letters numbers, gold and navy side trim. They'll have rocket across the stomach, and of course in the NBA G League, players' names are under the players' numbers. And with that, let's take a look at our officiating crew for tonight. There's our crew chief, Castine Evans. She will be joined by Kenny Gardner and AJ Ganelli. Once again, AJ giving me the high five, high sign prior to tip here tonight. As Charge looking to wrap up the 6-game homestand with a 5th win. Charge winners again last night, 138-116. All-time Warriors lead 7-6. They have split 4 games here in Ohio. And on the win last night, Charge have won the last get-together. Been a long time since the Charge have taken the 5 of 6 on a homestand, and as a matter of fact, Charge win tonight, again with 28-15, 20-9 in the regular season. They not only have a shot at matching the second most wins in franchise history with 29. We'll talk more about that as the night goes on. But a win tonight, and the Charge, they can clinch a playoff spot. There you see it there. Greensboro, the only team thus far to clinch a spot, as they are atop the East. Charge right behind them. And again, a win tonight, and you can pencil in a postseason slot for the Charge. It'll be their first visit to the postseason since the 22-23 season. Tip is won by the Charge. They've got it, alley-oop left side, and right out of the gate, Olivier Sarr slams home the game's first 2 points. Boy, the Charge have done a great job of that all season long, scoring right off the opening tip. Did so tonight. Money out front, picked up by Minix. Again, Riley Minix and Tristan Enaruna on assignment from the Cavaliers. Off-balance runner rattles out by McMillan. But Chance McMillan will go to the free throw line. Charge winners last night, 138-116, as you get a good look at Lane Wilson, head coach of Santa Cruz. How about some of these numbers from the Charge win last night? A franchise record 49 points in the third quarter. They hit on 14 of 15 free throws, as McMillan's free throw goes up and in. Charge also just 8 turnovers. They've only had 17 in the last 2 games combined. Also hit 16 more threes. We'll talk more about that as the evening goes on. And they also, how about the second half run, 69-36 to blow the game wide open last night. 5 on the clock. Olivier Sarr, soft little jump hook. He's got both buckets for the Charge. 4-2, quickly to the other end. Clark gives it to Moni, to a cutting McMillan, drives and scores. So it's Olivier Sarr 4, Chance McMillan 4. Darius Brown. Gives it to Tristan Enaruna. Rebounded by Marquise Bolden. Darius already with an assist tonight. That gives him an even 400 assists on this season. He just keeps on rolling. Great pass in front. Miller Kopp, Tristan Enaruna gets the first two. Charge up 6-4. Darius Brown averaging 9.9 assists. He is on pace for 470 assists on the season. Kinsey on the right slot with 5, giving it to Bolden. One-on-one, step back, got it. Tough shot for Marquise Bolden. And nice little chit-chat with Marquise prior to the game one more time, like last night. Pocket pass inside, Olivier couldn't hang on to it, and he loses it out of bounds. Let's watch the defense to offense. Miller Kopp. Miller's good for just over a steal per ball game. McMillan looking for more. Chance McMillan, he has come right out firing. He's got 7 of the 9. Averages a tick under 16 points per game, does the 6'3" guard from Texas Tech. Darius puts it on the floor, drives, floats and scores. Darius Brown, his first 2 points. Kinsey, open right slot 3, too strong, into the hands of Clark. McMillan, short on the 3, run down by Minix. Looking inside to Sarr. Grabbed by Clark. Couple quick turnovers by Cleveland. Good strong move by Marquise Bolden. Great position on the left block, put it up and in. 3-point lead for the Warriors. Just over 3 gone here in the first. Charge looking for a second consecutive win over the Warriors, a 4th straight win. Pardon me, a 3rd straight win overall. Minix. Short jumper over the top of Clark, can't finish. Looked for the foul, didn't get it. On the turnover, Enaruna moves McMillan out of the way, drives and scores. Tristan Enaruna, a couple of baskets, 4 points. He leads the Charge, averaging 20.5 points per game. One of the 3 two-ways for the Cavaliers. McMillan working on Brown, keeps him in front of him. 3 on the clock. Bolden's got to go right wing to McMillan, trying to force up a prayer, not going to get it. And a 24-second violation gives it back to the Charge with just over 4 minutes gone here in the first. Tristan Enaruna, a couple of hands on that one. Tristan good for 1.2 steals per game. Took it coast to coast. Trey Galloway in for the first time here tonight for Santa Cruz. 11 points, 2 rebounds in 27 minutes off the bench for Galloway last night. Front court to the left, Olivier Sarr, right elbow extended. Entry pass to Minix into the lane. Double team, kicks it out front. Good swing to a corner 3 from Enaruna, swish. Tristan Enaruna, 7 points. He's shooting 40% from 3. That is 68 3-balls on the season for Tristan Enaruna. Moni tries to answer back, airballs it. Charge 13-11, front court to the left. Darius looks off the defense, kicks it inside. Sarr slams it home. 6 for Olivier Sarr, and Lane Wilson calls a timeout. 7:19 to play in the first. Charge, they've got a 4-point lead at 15-11. As we continue to celebrate 15 seasons of Charge basketball, this is Rock Sports. Join Charge Nation today for the 2026-27 season. Memberships include exclusive merchandise, invitations to special events, and team shop discounts. Visit clevelandcharge.com for details. Back here at Public Hall, 7:19 to play, first quarter. Charge needed 15-11. Darius Brown going to drop it off to Olivier Sarr, and that is assist number 400 on the season for Darius Brown. There you see, first time in franchise history a player has done that. Actually had one after that, so he's got 401 and counting with this game and 6 more after tonight. So he is definitely chasing 450 on the season. What a remarkable number by Darius Brown. Good for him. Very modest about it. I talked to him about it prior to the game today, telling him he had 399, and he said it was cool and everything, but very Darius Brown-like, very relaxed, as Tristan Enaruna slices across the lane, lays it up and in. I know Darius feeling good about it, but he's a team player, no question about it. 6-point lead for the Charge. It's their biggest tonight. Brown with the drop step, left-hand finish, glass in, good. Foul to go with it, Marquise Bolden. He's got 6, we'll look for 7 at the line. Marquise, 6'10" from Duke. Played 48 games with the Charge. Averaging 9 points and 7 rebounds last night. 30 minutes, 26 points. 4 of 7 3 balls. He had 11 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a block. Good dude, Marquise Bolden. He is a 76% free throw shooter as a team. Warriors, 73%, 20th in the G League. Free throw goes up and in. 7 quick first quarter points for Marquise Bolden. Charge lead cut in half, 17-14, 6.5 to play in the first. Darius picked up by Franco Miller. Minix across the lane. Threw it inside. Grabbed by Bolden, gives it to Miller. Looks like he got away with a walk, double clutch by Kinsey, put it up and in. Tavion Kinsey with his first 2 points. Midway through the first quarter, Charge lead is 17-16. Floater inside by Brown, comes up short. Here comes Galloway. Kinsey the double clutch, couldn't finish. He's fouled by Riley Minix. So Tavion Kinsey, who was looking for a foul on the last drive, he will get one this time.
Foul call on the Charge, number 22, Riley Minix, his second, team third.
It's already 3 fouls on Riley, make it 2 fouls on Riley Minix. So Tavion Kinsey, 74% free throw shooter, 13 points, 8 assists in 35 minutes last night. Kinsey has played 100 games with the Salt Lake City Stars prior to coming over to Santa Cruz, where he averaged 11 points and 3 rebounds. Sean McNeil in for the first time. Malachi Branham, as Kinsey's 1 for 2 free throw drops. Kinsey's got 4 also. Jackson Robinson, we'll talk a lot about him tonight. 42-point explosion off the bench last night. Brown in the lane, runners up and in. Darius Brown, 2 baskets, 4 points. Charge back on top, 19-18. Also in for the first time, Javier Francis, the big man from Houston. Miller right wing 3, got it. Franco Miller Jr., his first basket. This is 28th 3 of the season, 21-19. Warriors in front, Charge front court to the left. Darius, another running floater in the lane. They leave Maloney, just gets into the lane. Runs, floats, and scores. He's got 6. Ties the game at 21. Warriors front court to the right. McMillan. Straight away 15-footer, nothing but net. Chance McMillan, he's got 9 first quarter points. Branham, right of the lane. Spins on Kinsey, shoots, glass and good. Boy, that's a nice smooth move. Malachi Branham did that a couple of times last night when he poured in 20 points. Again, tied at 23, 4:40 to play in the first. McMillan, right elbow jump shot, too strong. Francis, the offensive rebound. Muscles inside, left hand jump hook. Nope, rebounded by Sarr. Charge, front court to the left. Alley-oop inside off the fingertips of Saar. Kinsey. Here comes Miller in front of the back, drives and scores. Franco Miller. 2 baskets, 5 points. He had 6 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists in the Charge win last night. Saar straight away, top of the three-point line, front court to the left. 8 on the clock for Malachi Branham. To the left elbow, out front to Saar. He'll fire the three. He will swish the three. 9 for Olivier. He is now 8 of 11 shooting threes as a member of the Charge. And this is his 5th game in the wine and gold. Charge 26-25. Warriors front court to the right. Center floor logo. Kinsey coming down the right side on Robinson. Off balance, wild shot, airballed it up. Grabbed by Brown, gives it to Branham. Left corner, McNeil lets the defense go by. Comes down the lane, underhand, scoop off the glass with the right hand. Sean McNeil, his first 2 points. Charge up 28-25. Warriors front court to the right, 3:15 to play in the first. Charge really extending the defense now on McMillan out front. Miller left corner 3, short into the hands of Brown. Darius right to left. Branham left wing 3. Nope, too long. Miller's got it. Warriors left to right. Drifts out front to McMillan. Running right elbow jumper, swishes that up an inch. Chance McMillan, 11 first quarter points. Matching his output from last night in 33 minutes to go with his 5 rebounds and 6 assists. Charge 28-27, basket to the left. Branham left wing, the jumper off balance, got it to go, and he draws the foul. Malachi Branham, he's got 5. He will look for 6 at the free throw line after we take this timeout. 2:34 to play here in the first. Charge on top, 31-27. We'll take a timeout. This is Cleveland Charge basketball on Rock Sports. Well, the Charge are back in action on Wednesday, March the 18th at 7 when they host the Delaware Bluecoats. It's Sustainability Night, and the first 1,500 fans receive a reusable water bottle courtesy of 4 Imprint. Get your tickets at clevelandcharge.com. Back here at Public Hall, 2:34 to play in the first quarter. Charge up 30-27. It is Hoops and Hounds tonight here at Public Hall. See some dogs in the crowd. It is Kind Paws Rescue Night. We are partnering with Kind Paws Rescue. Many of the dogs we're going to show you later this evening will be up for adoption as Warith Alatiche comes in for the first time. I love dogs, but I don't know that, and I don't have a dog, but I don't know that I would be bringing my dog to a game. But they've all been very well behaved and haven't seen any messes anywhere, so far so good, but it's only quarter number 1. Branham, free throw line to the left. Trying to complete the 3-point play, and he does make it a 4-point play. As Branham now has 6 points. Charge, 5-point lead, they've led by 6. Warriors have it front court to the right. Miller thought about the 3. Cross court to McMillan for the right slot three. Skims off to Branham. Charge right to left. Malachi. Pocket pass inside to Alatiche. Over his shoulder, put it up and in. Warith Alatiche, mini circus shot. Charge have their biggest lead. It is 34-27 with 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. McMillan looking right wing to Miller. Tries to get past McNeil. Kicks it into the corner for a Clark three. Short into the hands of McMillan. Johnny on the spot. 13 first quarter points for Chance McMillan. All but single-handedly keeping the Warriors within striking distance. They trail by 5. Charge have it front court to the left. Left wing Zeke Mayo. Back out front to Branham. To the free throw line. Keeps the defense on his back. Shoots and floats and scores. Malachi and Branham, 8 points. Charge back by 7. Clark out front. Back to McMillan. Gets the pick from Bolden. 8 on the clock. Running off balance shot. It's going to come up short, but he is bumped by Malachi Branham, who can only put his palms to the ceiling saying, what exactly did I do? As Warith, look at that one. Beautiful. That's a lot of fun watching that shot. Keeping the defense at bay and just elevating and flipping it up and in over his shoulder. How about on the season, Warith Alatiche shooting 66% from the field. He is now 95 of 142 from the field. I think we have a, looks like Warith took a shot to the nose. He's getting bandage to the snaz, courtesy of head trainer Takuya Kikuchi. I'm not sure if they call this necessarily a infection control timeout, but if they can't stop the leakage in 30 seconds, Warith will have to be subbed out. See if they plug him full of gauze the way they did Olivier Sarr in his first outing with the Charge. Watching the center of the floor, you see that looks like an inadvertent elbow by Marquise Bolden. All right, that might be the longest 30 seconds. Now we have assistant trainer. There he is, Miles Thornton, the big man out on the floor. He gets the dirty work. Takuya Kikuchi gets to go over and just kind of put the gauze to the nose. Miles, he's got to get out there on his hands and knees. Miles a good 6'3", 6'4", so it takes him a while to get down to the floor. And he's the guy that's got to wipe up all the blood all over the place. There's some more pooches in the house. Again, Charge partnering with Kind Paws Rescue. Let's see, I don't know who they are, but we've got Brussels sprout, cauliflower, cucumber, potato, sweet pea, and zucchini. All of those dogs up for adoption. And there is Oscar. He is the dog of our Vice President of Communications, Sean Wyatt. Oscar and I had a nice little visit. A little too long for my liking. I had work to do, and Oscar, once I started petting him, he chose just to hang around a little bit longer than I needed him to. All right, so they are still out there looking for blood droplets, courtesy of that man, Warith Alatiche. Boy, he's still blinking his eyes. You can see his eyes watering a little bit. Tell you, the Charge, they have been going through the antiseptic wipes last couple of games. Guys been taking shots to the face and wiping up lots of blood on the floor. And I know, folks, you've heard me say it before. I'm going to say it again. If I could just get these guys to come to my house, my kitchen floor is, I'm embarrassed to say how awful it is. But the way they go to work and clean up the floor here at Public Hall, I'd be willing to pay good money to get them over to my house. But because it is infection control, we will not get back to action until the officials deem the floor nice and clean, and which they have. So Chance McMillan going to shoot a 1-for-2 free throw. Got it. 15 first quarter point for Chance McMillan a tick under his season's average of 15.9. Minutes to play here in the first. Charge by 5. They've got it front court to the left. Jackson Robinson straight away. Spinning, step back, 15-footer, going to be short. Controlled by Clark. No look pass. Clark coming down the right side, finishes, tried to finish with the left hand, couldn't do it. McMillan's got it. Through the wicket of Kinsey into the backcourt, and that's going to be an over and back. Tavion Kinsey trying to convince official A.J. Ganelli that the charge touched it back. Come on, Tavion, it went right through your fingertips, right between your legs. That is turnover number 3. Now he's trying to convince Castine Evans, our crew chief. She's not buying it either. There's Tavion. Looking for a foul, still talking out loud. Branham coming down the right side, Euro steps, off the glass, rim and in, and a foul to go with it. Boy, Malachi Branham, he is a tough cover. He scores lots of different ways. Right end to the chest of Jack Clark. Branham, originally a first-round pick by the San Antonio Spurs back in the 2022 NBA draft. He was the number 20 overall selection. Free throw to the left is up and in. 11 first quarter points for Malachi Branham. This is his 3rd game with the wine and gold. Charge up 39-31. It's their biggest lead. Warriors can use up the final 15 seconds of quarter number 1. Chance McMillan. Knocked away by Branham. Charge right to left with 3. And Aruna a 3 to beat the buzzer. Too strong. Now we have finished up 1 quarter of play here at Public Hall as the Charge looking for a 3rd consecutive win. So far, so good. They've got their biggest lead of the ball game. It is 8, 39-31. We'll take a timeout, come back with quarter number 2. This is Cleveland Charge basketball on Rock Sports. Second quarter here at Public Hall. Charge out in front 39-31. Had a little bit of a delay a moment ago. Warrior Thalatishe taking the shot to the face. Had some blood on the floor. How about last night if you weren't with us? Yeah, you see that loose board right at that right elbow. Took a while, and there's building crew chief Tim Berkeley. And today they had to put the puzzle pieces all back together, and they were doing that pretty much all day long as That is not an easy process, and lots of guys out there with the heavy sledgehammers and put it all back together all nice and tight, and everything looks great. No delays and all good here at Public Hall as we begin quarter number 2. Galloway to the corner three by Bolden, no good. Smothering the weak side. Rebound is Robinson. Charge first possession, second quarter. Front court to the left. Robinson, Branham, and Aruna. Chapman's got the basketball, drop step. First shot here in the quarter, comes up short. And Zeke Mayo on the floor for Cleveland as well. Warriors front court to the right. They're in the road whites with the blue letters and numbers. Cross court pass deflected out of bounds by Tristan and Aruna. Leaves 15 on the shot clock. How about Tristan last night? Cavs at Dallas. Tristan has one of the two ways with the Cavaliers. Played 7 minutes, 2 points on 1 of 5 shooting. Also had a rebound. Good to see Tristan getting some NBA time last night. Miller can't finish. Inside, Robinson coming down the right side. Drives and scores his first 2 points here tonight. After the 42-point explosion last night, Jackson Robinson increased his scoring average a full point. Went from 7.9 to 8.9 points per game. Man, when you put 42 on the board, you're going to raise that scoring average. Shot no good by Bolden. Charge by 10, their first double-digit lead. They're looking for more. Front court to the left. And Aruna working on the smaller Miller. Just works inside, right over the top, put it up and in. Double figures for Tristan, he's got 11. Charge by 12. 90 seconds gone here in the second. Warriors front court to the right, Galloway. Bounces right block. Tamoni, drop step, nicely done. Glass rim too short, however. Robinson, another rebound. Jackson had a career-high 9 boards last night as well to go along with those 42 points. Branham straightaway three, nope. Jackson went for the board, and I think we're going to get a hold on Franco Miller Jr. Let's go back to that fast break. Zeke Mayo right down the floor. Perfect bounce pass leading his rookie backcourt mate Jackson Robinson. Zeke Mayo on the season averaging 2.5 assists per game off the bench. And again, this is rookie year out of Kansas. There's a good look at Zeke. 6 points, 6 assists last night in the Charge win. McMillan back in, replacing Miller. Zeke on the far side up front to Chapman, right back to Zeke. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Robinson right wing three, rimmed off, rebounded by Francis. Warriors left to right, trailing by 12. McMillan looking for something, gets it to Galloway on the left wing. Great defense by the Charge. Galloway to beat the buzzer. Ricochets into the far corner. And saving it, but to the Charge, is Kinsey. Charge left to right on a 5-on-4. Mayo, quick pitch. Branham to Mayo for the left wing three. Swish! Zeke Mayo, first basket. His 58th three of the season. Zeke shooting it at 37% in this his maiden voyage in the G League. And now we're going to get an early timeout by Lane Wilson and the Santa Cruz Warriors. 9:11 to play, first half. Charge, they've got their biggest lead. It is 15, 46-31. This is Cleveland Charge basketball on Rock Sports. you looking for summer plans to keep your kids active? Well, Cavs Academy summer camps are hitting gyms across the region from June through August. We've got basketball and cheer options designed for ages 4 to 14 with an emphasis on fun, fundamentals, and building confidence on and off the court. Learn more and register now at Cavs.com/academy. Here at Public Hall, Hoops and Hounds night. Charge out in front by 15, 46-31. Charge have this biggest lead courtesy of a 7-0 run to begin quarter number 2. Hence the early timeout by Lane Wilson. You see some pups in the audience. We got problems. Oh, that little one up there on he's look out. That's another thing I've always wondered about when you bring a bunch of dogs to the same place. Not everybody likes each other. As the inbound intended for Kinsey, he gets bumped by Miller Kopp. I think we might want to keep our cameras off of those pooches. We don't need any fights on our broadcasts. Warriors keep it. Front court to my right on the far side. Jack Clark will inbound. Clark looks, finally gets it out front to McMillan. Chance McMillan hops into the left slot 3 ball. Wide right, tap by Minix to Sarr. Here come the Charge, right to left, looking to extend their biggest lead of the ball game. And get a hold on Kinsey, trying to do battle with the far taller Olivier Sarr. Kinsey 6'4", 190, doing his best against the 6'10", 240 Olivier Sarr, but to no avail. No shooting foul. Charge have it front court to the left. 2 fouls now on the Warriors. Darius Brown into the lane. Left hand finish off the glass. No. Sarr the offensive rebound. Put it up and in with the left hand. Double figures for Olivier. 11 points. He had 24 points on 7 of 11 shooting with 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks last night. Galloway to Clark, right slot 3, wide left. Charge again, looking to extend the 17-point lead this time. Darius gets bumped, swatted away, but he was bumped on the shot by Galloway.
Foul call on the Warriors, number 25, Trey Galloway.
Watch Olivier Sarr come in and do the dirty work, as big men like to do. I like that finish with the left hand on the left side. So Darius Brown will go to the free throw line, 6 points tonight. He's an 82% free throw shooter. Last night, Darius, 27 minutes, 15 points. Free throw drops, he's got 8. Also had 6 rebounds, he had 8 assists, and he had a steal. Charge by 19, the biggest lead of the ball game. They continue to just stretch it piece by piece. McMillan fires another 3. He's suddenly cooled off. Ball bumped out of the hands of Enaruna into the hands of Francis, who hammers it home, his first 2 points. Javier Francis. Good effort last night off the bench for Francis. In 19 minutes, he had 12 points, 8 rebounds, 6 of those on the offensive glass to go with 2 assists and a block shot. Enaruna coming down the lane, tossed it up. He got bumped. Couldn't finish. See if that's going to be a bump on Francis. It is indeed. So Tristan Enaruna will go to the free throw line. He is a 73% free throw shooter. The Charge 6th best in the G League at 76%. Tristan 6'8" from CSU. This is game number 34 for him. Line to the left, high arcing free throw, swishes home 13 for Tristan Enaruna. Charge back up by 19. Warriors front court to my right. McMillan weaves his way. Keeping his dribble with 8 on the shot clock. On the switch against Sarr. Just keeps it, drives, and scores. Chance McMillan didn't seem interested in doing much of other than trying to find a shot, which he did. And he's going to draw the foul to go with it. He was just looking for that perfect little move, which he got. Put it up and in, 17 for McMillan. He's going to look for 18 at the free throw line. McMillan from the line. He is now 34 of 37 on the season. That is over 91%. Tristan Enaruna will sit down, replaced by Sean McNeil. Sean back in 2 points. Tristan down with 13. Line to the right, McMillan's free throw. Just as you would expect, is right there. He's got 18 first half points. McNeil, left wing, shoots the jumper, going to be short. Charge front court to the right. Deflected by Kopp, tries to save it, can't do it, but nice defense nonetheless. That's one thing about Miller Kopp. He may miss a couple of shots here and there, but he plays hard and he does a lot of those little things that every coach just loves to have. McMillan straight away. Swings it. Clark to corner three to beat the buzzer. Can't do it. Tapped by Minix, but into the hands of Francis. New opportunity for the Warriors. Couple of big steps by Bolden. Can't finish. Ball's on the floor. 2nd and 5. Olivier Sarr and Jack Clark. Looks like they're going to do some jumping at the circle to my right as Eli Kell-Abrams having conversation with crew chief Castine Evans across the way. Oh, they're going to call Olivier Sarr for the foul. That must have been what the conversation was about. Certainly wasn't what restaurant coach was recommending. McMillan, straightaway 17-footer. Nope. Sarr with the rebound. Charge front court to the left. Leading by 16. Minix, 8 on the clock, spinning on Clark. Twice, gets cut off, nice defense. Nicely done by Jack Clark. Did not give Riley Minix any place to go, and he forced the turnover. And for Cleveland, that is turnover number 7. Remember, they only had 8 all of last night. 9 the game before against Capital City. Miller coming down the left side, drops it to Bolden, muscled it up short. And he was fouled by Miller Kopp. Miller trying to meet the big man at the rim. And Mr. Bolden was the big winner. Marquise will go back to the free throw line. He made one back in the first quarter. Marquise already with 12 double-doubles on the season. See the numbers, Marquise with the Canton charge at the time as that 1-for-2 free throw goes up and in. 9 for Marquise. Halfway through the second quarter, charge by 14. They've led by 19. Miller Kopp cut off by Clark. Inside to Minix. 8 on the shot clock. McNeil, the corner three. Got it. John McNeil, 2 baskets. His first 3-ball is his 79th of the season. Sean shooting 41% from the 3-point line. I like the sound of that. Bolden up front to Miller. He'll shoot the 3, try to get it right back, and he does. Franco Miller, he's got 2 3-balls here tonight, 8 points. Miller 6'3" from Florida Gulf Coast. Runner in the lane, another floater. That one short by Darius, and a late whistle is going to be called loose ball foul on Santa Cruz. See Marquise not happy with that as another look at Sean McNeil. Going to put Olivier Sarr to the free throw line as the teams are both over the limit. Minix will sit down, Branham back in. Riley sitting down, scoreless, 2 assists and 2 fouls. While Branham back in 8 minutes, he's got 11 points with 3 assists as Olivier Sarr shooting his first free throw, 5 of 10 as a member of the Charge. There you go, 6 of 11. He's got 13 first half points. He averages a couple of ticks under 18 points per game. Charge up by 16, coming up on the 5-minute mark of quarter number 2. McMillan, right baseline. Across the lane. Floater, got it. Chance McMillan, he's got 20 points. His season high with the Warriors is 28. Kopp straightaway three, got it to go. Miller Kopp, his first basket is his 58th three of the season. Charged by 17. McMillan wanting more. Short on the run rebound for Brown. Charge front court to the left. Kopp looking for a second three ball. Back-to-back bombs for Miller Kopp. 36% accuracy from the three-point line for Miller. And Lane Wilson once again calls time. Charge with their biggest lead of the ball game. It is 20, 63-43, 4:20 to play in the half. We're going to take a timeout as you are watching Cleveland Charge basketball right here on Rock Sports. Consumer Tire, locally owned since 1962, now with 5 locations for all of your tire and automotive needs. Find a location near you at consumertire.com. Here at Public Hall, we've got 4:20 to play in the first half. Charge with their biggest lead. It is 63-43. One of the big reasons why, shooting the three ball. Warriors just 3 of 18, while the Charge 7 of 12, 58% on the night. And the Charge, boy, they have been hot from beyond the line the last 7 games, shooting 131 out of 315 for 41%. Here you see the matchup here tonight on three-point shooting. Warriors have it off the timeout, front court to the right. 5 on the clock through the hands of Miller. Turnover gives it back to the Charge, right to left. That is now 5 turnovers for Santa Cruz. 4 minutes to play in the half. Warith underhands it to a 3-ball by Branham, going to be short. Another rebound for Bolden. Marquise, 9 points and 2 boards. Miller swings it to Galloway. Kinsey, left wing 3. Another air ball by the Warriors. Malachi taking his time, comes right down. Good defense by Jackson Money that time. Bolden tries to drop step on Warith, who knocks it out of bounds, leaving 14 on the shot clock. Lane Wilson, longtime member of the Golden State Warrior franchise. First year as the head coach of Santa Cruz, as Galloway pulls the trigger on a corner 3. Stabbing the rebound is Branham. Jackson Robinson snaps off the 3, skims off the rim. Another rebound for Bolden. Coming up on the 3-minute mark. Stuck on 63-43, but hey, if it stays like this, we're Charge fans. We'll take it. Kinsey out front, coming across the lane. Hesitates. Nice defense by Alatiche. Jackson Robinson bounces off Bolden. Short jumper on the baseline. Nope. Tapped by Anaruna. Nope. Slapped out to McNeil. Charge going to try it one more time. 8 on the shot clock. Out front to Ward, gives it to Robinson, 3 on the wing. Euro step, floater in the lane short. 3 straight rebounds for Bolden on 3 straight misses by the Charge. They've got a front court to the right. Galloway behind his back on Robinson. Spins, underhand scoop. And they're going to call for too many steps, says Castine Evans. Turnover number 7 for the Warriors. Let's see if we can count them. 1, 2, 3, and probably a half. John McNeil sits down. Cy Chapman quickly back to the table with 2:24 to play in the first half. Mayo's got it, front court to the left for Cleveland. Javier Francis ready to come back with Chapman as well at the next dead ball. Branham left wing, left block, pocket pass inside. Warith has it knocked away by Kinsey and out of bounds, leaving 9 on the shot clock. Warith going to take a seat. And Marquise Bolden sitting down for the Warriors. Charge front court to the left, right of the basket. Zeke Mayo will inbound out front. Chapman on the right slot. Gives it to Mayo out front. 3 on the clock for Enaruna. Got to do something quick. Gives it to Robinson. Turns and fires a straightaway 3. He just spun and let it fly to beat the buzzer, and he got it. 5 for Jackson Robinson. That's 3 ball number 77. As we're under 2 minutes to play here in the half. Charge. 23-point lead, their biggest of the night. Kinsey slides inside, hammers it home. 6 for Tavion Kinsey. Mayo quickly to the other end. That's front court to the left. Floater from the free throw line. Rattles it up and in. Zeke Mayo, he's got 2 baskets and 5 points. Galloway left wing to Money. Gives it to Miller. Money right wing 3. Rattles out. Tapped around. Controlled by Enaruna. Charge front court to the left. Lead by 23. Branham runs over Jackson Money, I think. Indeed it is. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, it will be the SeatGeek halftime report. Finals from last night. Look at Robinson's 3 ball, my goodness. Got a game in a couple games in progress. And we'll give you the first half box score as well. The SeatGeek halftime report, it is coming up next. Had a nice little pregame chat with Malachi Branham. Nice young man. Hadn't really had a chance to talk to him very much. He's only been here for a couple of days and we've been playing. So quick little chit chat. He said he's glad to be back in Ohio and from Akron, and went to Akron St. Vincent St. Mary. First 2 points here in the second quarter. Gives Malachi 13 points. Under a minute to play. Charge by 25. It is their biggest lead of the night. They trailed early by 3. McMillan. Francis in the corner with 3. Gonna have to do something quick. Don't foul. Forces up the shot. Oh! Hit the glass and went in from the corner. Now, you can't tell me that he called that one, folks, because I won't believe you, but it counts the same. 5 for Francis. Mayo sets for the straightaway 3. Nope. Francis the rebound. Warriors left to right. I think we've got a problem with the clock. A.J. Ganelli pointing at it, which usually means something's going wrong. So Francis, boy, I'll tell you what, you talk about degree of difficulty. Goodness gracious. But again, if you're a Warriors fan, it counts. Kinsey swings it to Francis inside. That's more like it for Francis. And of course, he comes up short on that one. Clark follow up, put it up and in. Jack Clark with his first 2 points. He had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 steals last night. He's just getting on the board. Charge can use up the final 8 seconds here of the half. Front court to the left. Branham. Stolen away by Kinsey with 3. Puts his head down. Floats it up. Didn't finish, and that's going to do it for the first half here at Public Hall after 24 minutes. Charge, they've led by as many as 25. And they will go into the halftime break by 20. They outscored the Warriors 31-19 in quarter number 2. So the Charge looking good at the break, looking for a third consecutive win, looking to sweep the 2-game set with Santa Cruz. We do need to take a timeout. When we come back, it will be the SeatGeek halftime report. Scores from last night, scores in progress, and we will take a look at the first half box score. That's all coming up next. This is Cleveland Charge basketball on Rock Sports. Back at Public Hall, it is halftime. Charge with a 70-49 lead, as it was announced that that corner 3-ball that was called on the floor by Javier Francis was changed to a 2. So that means Francis with 4 points, and the Charge lead is 21, 70-49. Welcome back. This is the SeatGeek halftime report, which is brought to you by SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Charge. Well, at this time, as always, we like to take you around the NBA G League, presented by Cleveland Clinic. These are all finals from last night. Oklahoma City, they did a 6-point winner at Delaware, 135-129. Brooks Barnheiser had 24 points and 10 rebounds. 8 players had double figures in scoring for the Blue Coats, led by Teddy Allens with 33 points. 4 of his teammates had 20-plus points as well. Greensboro, big win last night over visiting Osceola, 127-120 to move into first place all alone in the East at 22-9. PJ Hall, 30 points and 14 rebounds. Jalen Sims, 21 for the Swarm. Magic led by Javonte Smart with 21. 2 other players had 20-plus for the Magic. Big win for Maine last night, a 5-point winner over visiting Grand Rapids, 96-90, 6 players in double figures, led by Hayden Gray with 18. Deron Holmes the second, 36 points on 6 threes for the Gold. But with the win for Maine, they improved to 15-16, and they moved into the number 8 spot in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Rio Grande Valley, another good win for them. They knocked off visiting Salt Lake City, 128-101. Omar Yurtseven had 36 points and 12 rebounds. Isaiah Crawford, triple-double, 10 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, as the Vipers moved into the number 4 spot in the Western standings at 19-10. Darian Sebron had 20 for the Stars. Overtime in Sioux Falls, it was a good one, both teams needing a win. Stockton snuck one out over the host Skyforce, 123-121. Patrick Baldwin Jr. had 30 points. He had a 3 at the buzzer to cap off a 31-point, 12-rebound night. That proved to be the winner. Tamara Young's 32 points and 13 assists. Josh Christopher's 30 points, 13 rebounds, not enough for Sioux Falls. So with the win, Stockton, they are the number 5 seed at 18-10. Loss for Sioux Falls, they dropped to 17-15. They are 8th in the West. And the late game last night, South Bay won for the 11th straight time. They improved to 21-8 and moved into a first place tie with Mexico City with a 125-106 win over visiting Iowa. Nick Smith had 22 to lead 7 players in double figures. Jalen Crutcher's 27 tops for the Wolves. Iowa, they are sitting at number 6 in the West at 16-14. Now, games in progress. End of the just going final. Noblesville knocking off visiting Westchester 141-115. With that win, the Boom improved to 15-16. They move into a tie with Maine for the 8th and final playoff spot in the East. Early start has Valley at Windy City, and getting started in a couple of minutes. The Salt Lake City Stars and the Rio Grande Valley Vipers have a rematch, while the 21-8 Mexico Capitanes, looking to stay up on top along with South Bay. They host Memphis coming up in just a little bit, and later tonight the Clippers will be at Texas coming up in about 30 minutes. Here at Public Hall, Charge in front of the Warriors 70-49. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll take a look at the first half box score. That's all coming up next. You're watching Cleveland Charge basketball on Rock Sports. Welcome back to the SeatGeek Halftime Report. Charge in front of the Warriors 70-49. If you're just joining us, Charge led 39-31 after one. Cruz led early by 3. Charge turned things around. Then they outscored Santa Cruz 31-18 in the second quarter for the 70-49 lead. Charge have led by as many as 25. They trailed by as many as 3. There were 6 changes, lead changes, and the game was tied on 5 occasions. Matching the teams, Warriors shooting 37%, even less than last night on 18-48, just 3 of 21 3 balls. They have hit all 6 of their free throws. Charge 59% shooting, 26-44. They have split their 16 3 balls, 8 of 16. They've hit all 6 of their free throws as well. One of the keys we continued to talk about last night and tonight, rebound. Charge at the 4 rebound advantage, 23-19. Also Charge 14 assists on those 26 made field goals. 7 turnovers by the Charge, 6 for the Warriors. Individuals, just 1 player in double figures for Santa Cruz. That is Chance McMillan with 20. Marquise Bolden, 9 points and 4 rebounds against his former mates. While the Charge, 3 players in double figures. They've all got 13 points. Tristan Enaruna on assignment from the Cavaliers, 13 points, 4 boards. Olivier Sarr continues to play well, 13 points, 6 rebounds on assignment from the Cavaliers as well. And Malachi Branham, in just his 3rd outing with the Charge, 13 minutes, has 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. 8 points for Darius Brown with 5 assists. All adds up to a Charge lead of 70-49. And if you want some more stats than that, visit clevelandcharge.com or the mobile app. And don't forget, stay connected with the Charge by following us on X, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Stay in the know and follow the Charge today. Charge in front 70-49. We'll be back with second half play-by-play right here on Rock Sports. All set for the start of the second half here at Public Hall. Charge looking to close out the 6-game homestand 5-1 if they can close things out here in the final 24 minutes. We mentioned during the halftime report scoreboard, lots of scores, and I tried to throw in a little bit of the standings. This is a nice, easy look for you here. Charge with the win tonight would improve. Obviously, there you see 21-9, currently tied with the Magic. And you see there on the bottom, the Celtics at 15-16. You can throw in Noblesville, courtesy of their win this afternoon. They now are 15-16 as well. See at the very bottom, Charge, they can clinch a playoff spot in the final 24 minutes if they can hang on and get the win. Again, it'll be their first playoff appearance since the 2022-2023 season. We've been talking a lot about three-point shooting. Charge tonight, 8 of 16 here in the first half. On the season, they shoot 5th best in the league at 37.3%. And how about the shooting they've done over the last 7 games? Boy, they have been red hot. 131 of 315, 41%. That has been a big, big reason why they have been so successful thus far this season at 28-15. And more importantly, 20-9 in the regular season. Start of the second half, Warriors are moving right to left. They're in the road whites with the blue letters and numbers and the blue and gold trim. Charge on defense. Home wine uniforms, gold letters and numbers, rocket across the stomach. And of course, in the NBA G League, players' names are under the players' numbers. McMillan, the off-balance runner, no good. Into the hands of Minix. Charge left to right, first possession of the second half. Minix drops the left side to Sarr, left-hand finish, up and in 15 for Olivier. As I said in that first half, I love with the big man finishing with the offhand off the backboard. 15 for Olivier. Mentioned he averages just under 18 points per game. Also 4.5 rebounds, 2.2 block shots per game. Front court to the left, Kinsey in the left wing, inbounds to Moni. Both teams back to the original starting fives, and the runner down the left side, Chance McMillan, continues to pour in the points. 22 for Chance McMillan. Charge front court to the right, left wing, Darius Brown to a rolling Riley Minix. Bumps into Bolden, gets cut off. Back out to Darius Minix on here. Not going to get it off in time coming down the lane. I think Miller may have been able to stutter step for a 3, but look for the cutting teammate as well. Eli Kell Abrams liking what he's seeing thus far tonight. These guys have been playing some of their best basketball of the season. They've won 4 of the last 5. Warriors front court to the left, 5 on the shot clock for McMillan. Working on Brown. Splits the double team, floats into the lane, got it to go. Tough shot. Chance McMillan, 24 points. He had 15 of those back in the first quarter. 19-point lead for the Charge. And Aruna coming down the left side. Alley-oop for Sarr, grabs it. And somebody reached in and fouled him. It's either going to be Moni or Bolden. That's going to be a Marquise. Watch Chance McMillan just splits that double team right down the lane over a couple of big men. Chance McMillan having himself a terrific ball game. An affiliate player for the Golden State Warriors. A 1-for-2 now for Olivier Sarr. Acquired back on March the 4th. Swishes up that 1-for-2 free throw. He's got 17. He is the brother of Washington Wizards Alex Sarr, who's really starting to make his name around the NBA after being the 2nd overall selection in the 2024 NBA draft. Second to Atlanta's Zachary Richichet. Nice defense by Olivier, forcing the turnover by Bolden. It's now 7 on Santa Cruz here in the ball game. They average about 16 turnovers per game. Charge force about 17 per game. 10th best in the G League. Minix trying to get a shot off over Kinsey, who got a piece of that fadeaway jump shot. Nicely done by Tavion Kinsey on the much taller Riley Minix. 2.5 gone third quarter, Charge by 21. McMillan out front, two-man with Bolden. And what do we got? Hold on Miller Kopp? Nope, it's going to be something on Riley Minix. The double deuce. Our officials tonight, Kenny Gardner, A.J. Ganelli, and our crew chief is Castine Evans. 14 on the shot clock. Money out front. He's been quiet. Money has yet to score here after putting in 21 points last night. He was doubled up by Brown, taken away by Minix. 3-ball on the lean in by Kopp, comes up short. Kinsey to McMillan, slams with two hands, soaring down the left side. 26 for Chance McMillan, too short of his season's high. Lead is 19. Left block, left hand finish by Sar, not there because Clark got a piece of it. Bolden in front of the pack. The big man lumbers left to right. He's got 11 points. Eli Kell-Abrams wants to stop the bleeding and calls time. 8:36 to play third quarter. Charge up 74-57 as we celebrate 15 seasons of Charge basketball. This is Rock Sports. Mark your calendars for Saturday, March the 28th from noon to 3 for the free YMCA of Greater Cleveland's Healthy Kids Day being held at Rocket Arena. Join us for a fun-filled afternoon packed with fitness, sports clinics, arts, and crafts. Plus enjoy interactive games, prizes, giveaways from local vendors, and more. Visit clevelandymca.org/HKD for more details. Warriors on a modest 8-4 run to start the third quarter. Put the Charge deficit down to 74-57. Charge have led on the night by 25. Good pass by Kopp. Sar slams with two hands. 19 for Olivier. Beautiful bounce pass on the entry by Miller Kopp. Perfectly executed play off the timeout. Up front, Clark swings at the Money. Kinsey thought about it. Stumbles, gives it to McMillan, and he flips it up and in. 28 for Chance McMillan, tying his career high. Minix coming down the left side, scoops and scores. Riley, his first 2 points. To the other end, Clark runs it down. Ooh, I thought Kinsey was gonna let it fly. Money thought he was gonna fly. You know McMillan will. Cross the rim rebound. On the weak side by Brown. On the push, left to right. No look to Minix, drives and scores. 4 quick ones by Minix. Charge answer right back. Push the lead back to 20 plus. Defense to offense. Charge do it as well as anybody in the G League. McMillan into the lane. Kicks it to Kinsey. Nope. Sar another rebound. Olivier now 19 points and 7 rebounds. Chasing his first double-double as a member of Cleveland. Deflected pass by Money. Run down by McMillan. Warriors front court to the left. Boy, he just glides, floats, and comes up short on the shot, looking for the foul, didn't get it. And deflected off the fingertips of Clark, then off the fingertips of Enaruna, despite his request of a change by Kenny Gardner. There's the pass inside Kopp to Saar. Malachi Branham back for Cleveland, replacing Tristan Enaruna. Jackson Robinson in as well for Miller Kopp. There you see the numbers for Mr. Saar. Boy, he has been good in his 4.5 games as a member of the Charge. Great pickup by Cleveland, especially after the loss of Norchad O'Meara, as Miller's left wing three comes off. Charge were in need of a big man that could do it all, and I think Mr. Saar has answered the bell here in the early going with Cleveland. Jackson. Minix. Olivier. Oh. Offensive rebounds by Robinson. Minix. Good ball movement. Branham the open three. That is how you do it, folks. 16 for Malachi Branham. That's another assist for the Charge. That's number 19 on the night. And now Lane Wilson will call time, as once again, things are getting away from the visitors. 6:02 to play here in the third quarter. Charge, they lead by 24, 83-59. We continue to celebrate 15 seasons of Charge basketball, and we're doing it right here on Rock Sports. The Cleveland Charge Family Value Pack provides more value than ever with 4 tickets, water bottles, and select unlimited snack concessions starting at only $49. Visit clevelandcharge.com to learn more here at Public Hall. 6:02 to play here in the third quarter. Charge, they lead at 83-59. Watch the ball movement by the Charge as they continue to lead the league in assists, 29.9 per ball game. They just do not settle. They always find the open man. They find the best shot available. And more often than not, results in a basket. That guy has put in some buckets. Malachi, 16 points here tonight. Go along with 4 rebounds and 3 assists. As Kinsey going to shoot a 1 for 2. Zeke Mayo gets called for the foul.
Bucket was good. To the line shooting the N1, number 77.
So Kinsey's got 8. We'll look for 9 at the free throw line to the left. Free throw goes up and in. 3-point play. Trims the deficit to 21, 83-62. Under 6 minutes to play third quarter. Zeke Mayo running the offense. Front court to the right. Worry Thalatiche back in for Cleveland as well. Mayo make it Robinson right wing 3, swishes that home. Jackson Robinson second 3 ball, he's got 8. Folks, I gotta mention something. If you were with us last night when Jackson hit 8 3 balls on the night, I said that that was the second most in Charge history behind the 10 by Sam Merrill. I was incorrect, as Miller Kopp had 9 at Motor City back on November the 12th of this season. So I was incorrect on that information. That one completely slipped by, and want to correct myself. So Sam Merrill, 10 at Greensboro. Miller Kopp, 9 at Motor City. And then a number of players, including Jackson Robinson, with 8. On the turnover, Francis on the push for the Warriors. If you're wondering who those players are with 8, Sharif Cooper, Brandon Paul, Malik Newman, Jackson, and Sam Merrill had 8 as well. Skip past the minutes for the right wing 3 ball. Wide left, Bolden another rebound. Charge 86-64. Galloway left alone for the slot 3, rattles it up and in. Trey Galloway, that's his first basket. That's his 37th 3 of the season. Charge lead by 19. Mayo left alone in the corner. Nope. Warriors with the big lineup, Francis and Bolden on the floor at the same time as Kinsey drives, scores, and draws the foul. He's got 11. He will look for 12 on a second three-point play here in the quarter. It's 4 fouls on Riley. Riley not having his finest hour. 4 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 fouls. Tristan Enaruna will replace Riley Minix. Tristan back in 13 points and 4 boards as you get a good look at Tavian Kinsey. 15.8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists for the 6'4" guard from Marshall. Punches it up and in. Back-to-back 3-point plays gives Tavian Kinsey 12 points. Charge lead is 16. They've led by as many as 25 on the night. Mayo to the right elbow. He'll shoot that 15-footer. Nope. Galloway in for the 2-hand rebound. Hands it back to Kinsey. 3.5 to play third quarter. 12-foot jumper, no good. Francis, the offensive rebound, put it up, put it in, draws the foul. Javier Francis, he's got 6. We'll look for 7. Foul on Jackson Robinson. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout by Eli Kell-Abrams. We have paid the bills. We will keep it right here. Get back to the scoreboard. Lots of games to keep our eyes on. Again, we already have a final as Noblesville improved to 15-16 to slide into the 8th spot with Maine after the 141-115 win over Westchester. 31 points for Dakota Mathias. Also had 10 rebounds and 11 assists for the triple-double. 6 of 8 from the three-point line. There are the threes that I was mentioning a moment ago. I think I mentioned everybody. Did I say Sharif? I may have missed Sharif on that, but all right. So there's your top 3-point single game outputs. That man right there, boy, was that fun last night. Jackson Robinson, career high 42 points in 32 minutes. He had 14 of 19 shots overall, a career high 8 threes in 12 attempts, and a career high 9 rebounds. He had 3 steals. He had 31 of his 42 points in the second half alone. He was 1 short of his career high of 32 in the second half alone. Francis makes that free throw. He's got 7. And just like that, the Charge 25-point lead is down to 13. The Charge need to stop the bleeding as the Warriors have outscored them 24-16 here in quarter number 3. Left-hand short shot by Enaruna, with the putback by Alatiche comes up short into the hands of Enaruna. Charge going to try it again, and coming down the baseline, I think we're going to get a foul on Jack Clark. Delay of game warning on Santa Cruz. Not Golden State, Santa Cruz. Despite what our PA announcer had to say. There are the numbers. Quite an effort. Boy, I talked with him during the walk around today prior to the game in Jackson and asked him, we had a good little laugh. I said, have you ever made 8 shots in a game before? He goes, in middle school. I said, dude, in middle school, I scored like 30 points in the games. I said, that just doesn't count. There's a goaltend on Jack Clark as it hit the backboard first, so 15 for Tristan. But I said, middle school baskets, points, they don't count. And he laughed, but he said, nope, 8's the most he's ever had at any sort of legitimate level, we'll call it. But the middle school isn't like legitimate, but it's like, come on. McMillan with 8 on the shot clock. Boy, he did make it look easy last night, didn't he? Galloway floats inside. Gets his second basket. He's got 5. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. Charge again. A 13-point lead. Darius Brown back in. He'll fire up a straightaway 3. 11 for Darius. His first 3-ball tonight. His 91st of the season. He's averaging just under 13 points, 4 rebounds, a tick under 10 assists, and over 2 steals with 2 minutes to play here in the third. It's the last touch by the Warriors, giving it back to Cleveland. Darius just hops and stutter steps forward to 3. Darius on the season shooting 40% from the 3-point line. A good look at the 6'2" guard from Utah State. Utah State likes to send their good players to Cleveland. Of course, Sam Merrill from Utah State as well by way of the Charge. So Warith Alatishe on that foul. Going to go to the free throw line where he is a 58% free throw shooter. Tonight, Charge 7 of 7. Warith on the effort last night, had 12 minutes. 6 points on 3 of 3 shooting. On the season, Warith 66% from the field. I told you that earlier. He had 6 boards last night as well. The 1 for 2 free throw, high arcing, rattles out to McMillan. Warriors right to left, trailing by 16. Galloway fires the long 3, skims off to Enaruna. Seems like that's the first miss by the Warriors in quite some time. McNeil, to Brown. Back to McNeil, and last touch by Galloway. Who thinks otherwise, but stays Cleveland as Franco Miller Jr. back in, replacing Galloway. Miller back in with 8 first-half points. Warith coming down the right side. Out front to Brown. 3 on the clock. Go to work on Kinsey. Somebody's got to get it up quick. Just before the buzzer, Malachi Branham somehow snuck inside the left side. Put it up and put it in for points 17 and 18. Malachi last night, 20 points in 27 minutes on 8 of 16 shooting. Added 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. He's been terrific in his 3 games with Cleveland. Clark steps into the right slot, 3, no good. There's Brandon for the weak side rebound. Darius hops into that 3 ball, swishes it home. Clark was late on the closeout. He draws the foul. Big shot, bad foul. And Darius Brown is going to go to the free throw line. He's got 14. We'll look for 15 at the line. Watch it again. Took his time, set his feet, and Clark should have just let it go. He landed in the landing spot, pardon me, of that man Darius Brown. Darius looking for a 4-point play. There are the assist numbers. We are up to date as Darius had 399 entering tonight. He left Sharif Cooper and Scoochie Smith in the dust as he completes the 3-point play. 15 for Darius. And he just keeps pouring on the assists. McMillan floats and comes up short. Charge push it back over 20, 97-75. Branham accelerates, scoops and scores. Malachi, 20 points. He's played 3 games with the Charge. He scored 20 points in each outing, averaging 22 points coming into tonight. About a second and a half differential, shot clock to quarter clock. McMillan with 5, working on Alatiche, crosses him over, cut off with 2. And Darius gonna get called for the foul as he too closed out late. Watch Malachi one more time. He just puts his head down and puts on the afterburners, slices the defense, put it up and in. So Franco Miller to the free throw line, a 75% free throw shooter. A good look at Franco. 9 of 9 are the Warriors from the line tonight on the season, 20th in the league at 73.4%. Franco stat line there for you. Free throw up and in, double figures for Miller. Half court heave by Minix, gonna come up short. We enter the fourth quarter with the Charge up comfortably, 21 at 99-78. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have quarter number 4. Charge looking to close out a 3rd consecutive win, earn a playoff spot. We'll find out next after we take this timeout. This is Cleveland Charge basketball on Rock Sports. Start of the fourth quarter, Charge in front, 99-78. And let's take a look at the road ahead, driven by your Northern Ohio Toyota dealers. Charge will be on the road as Tuesday, it'll be 1 o'clock at Westchester, the makeup game from back in February. You can hear that game on Rio 106.1. Then right back on a back-to-back against the Blue Coats. Get your tickets on clevelandcharge.com. Then that game Sunday, that'll be the first of 2 in Maine. They'll also play a second game on Tuesday following that game up at 7 o'clock. Again, you can hear the games in Maine on Rio 106.1 as well. Start of the fourth quarter, Charge have it. Kopp straightaway 3, you betcha. Miller Kopp, he's got 3 baskets, he's got 3 balls. That's number 60 on the season for the 6'7" forward from Indiana. Charge by 24, they've led by 25. They held off a brief little run by the Warriors in the third. Sar high for the rebound. Olivier, 19 points and 9 boards. McNeil sets his feet. Nope. Into the hands of Sire. There's your first double-double for Olivier. 8 on the clock, minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Olivier lets it fly. Nope. Couple of good looks. Jackson Money coming up limping for the Warriors. Front court to the left. McMillan, right wing three. Nope. Francis had it, lost it out of bounds. And they will say out of the fingertips of Francis. Charge shooting a tick under 56% from the floor. 48% from three on 13 of 27. And we're going to get a coach's challenge by Lane Wilson. Again, the call on the floor was off the fingertips of Francis, so we will take the timeout as well. 10:46 to play, fourth quarter. Charge in front, 102-78. This is Charge basketball on Rock Sports. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Charge. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or to any other live event in the land, SeatGeek is the place to do it. Back here at Public Hall, 10:46 to play in the ball game. Charge comfortably in front, 102-78. We are currently in a coach's challenge. Call on the floor was off of Santa Cruz. See our officiating crew. Castine Evans, our crew chief, on the left. Kenneth Gardner, the man in the middle, and off to the right is A.J. Ganelli. I'm trying to figure out, if they haven't already, who touched it last. There's a good look at A.J., and he will say that indeed it was last touched by Santa Cruz, so the Charge will get it back.
The call on the floor is confirmed. Charge ball.
AJ getting a lot of camera time there. Good guy. Like I said, he always gives a nice little wave when we see each other prior to ball games. Riley Minix off his time with the Cavaliers in Dallas last night. Charge front court to the right. Darius Brown in the Charge script logo. Behind his back to Minix. And Sean McNeil safe at third. Turnover gives it back to Santa Cruz. That is now 10 turnovers on the Charge. They've done a great job of taking care of the basketball. Said just 8 last night, 9 the game before against Capital City. Nothing wrong with 11. Now it's 11 here tonight as Francis spins and scores. Javier Francis, 9 points. Brown straight away gets the pick from Minix. 8 on the clock, 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Darius working on Francis, almost travels, gives it to Sarr for the corner three. Got it, Olivier, 22. He's got 2 3 balls here tonight. Olivier, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 2 3 balls. His first double-double as a member of the Charge. Francis leans on him, taps up his own miss. Rebounded by Brown. One-hand pass to Minix for the two-hand slam. Riley with 6. Darius Brown assist number 14. He's got 15 points, 14 assists, 6 rebounds. On the season now, he has 413 assists. Block shot by Sarr. 2-on-1. Brown through his fingertips, but right to Sean McNeil, and he laid it up and in. 7 for Sean. 15 assists for Darius Brown, and even 15 and 15. And Lane Wilson calls another timeout just to stop the bleeding. 8:57 to play in the ball game. All good guys, 109-80. This is Cleveland Charge basketball on Rock Sports. Score big this season with unmatched deals on new Ram trucks, Jeep SUVs, Dodge Muscle, and Chrysler vans. Whether you're heading to the rink or exploring the open road, Avon Lake CDJR offers a huge selection at unbeatable prices. Just 20 minutes from downtown, or visit them online at avonlakecdjr.com. Public Hall, home of the Cleveland Charge. 8:57 to play in the game. How about that one-hand bounce pass by Darius Brown, the easy two-hand dunk for Riley Minix. Darius Brown doing his thing, 26 minutes, 15 points, 15 assists. He's got a steal and 6 rebounds as well. Warriors have it front court to the left. Jackson Money coming down, drives, knocked away, picked up by McNeil. Charge left to right. Malachi Branham back in. Ball deflected by Kinsey, grabbed by McMillan. Warriors front court to the left. Miller forces it up on Minix. Riley draws another foul, and Franco Miller Jr. going to go back to the free throw line. Tough night for Riley Minix. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, but he does have those 5 fouls. So Miller to the line, 75% free throw shooter on the season. Franco 9.3 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Acquired via the player pool. Too strong on the free throw, rebounded by Olivier Sarr, who's got 22 points, 12 boards. .24 is his Charge high in points. Well, he has a new Charge high in rebounds. Miller spins past McNeil. Reach and foul going to be on Miller Kopp. That's going to be 3 on Miller. And Malachi may have got a piece of him as well, as Kinsey will go to the free throw line. Tavion Kinsey, 3 of 3 from the line. Just 4 of 13 from the floor, but he does have 12 points, make it 14 on that free throw. Charge up 109-82, 4 minutes gone in the fourth. Branham, left elbow to Sarr. Branham straight away to a cutting. Sar slams with two hands. 24 by Olivier. A beautiful slide to the basket. An excellent entry pass for Malachi Branham. Malachi now 20 points, 7 rebounds, a 6 assist. Boy, he fills up the box score, doesn't he? Kinsey gives it to Bolden, 5 on the clock. To McMillan. Got to force up a shot to beat the buzzer from the free throw line, and he does. Chance McMillan, 30 points. Continuing to add to his season high. Also his career high. Got an illegal screen on the charge. Watch this excellent entry pass. I say excellent because Olivier never had to wait for anything. It was a perfect lead, and Olivier just nice and easy, one giant motion, catch, draw, and slam. Don't want the big guys to have to do anything more than necessary. As the Warriors quickly push it front court to the left. 5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Charge 111-84. Only out front, Kinsey. 8 on the clock. Oh, the 360 circus shot. Tavion Kinsey, 16. I love it. Good basketball is good basketball. Boy, I don't care who does it. I love it. Coming right back is Branham. Nice little finger roll. He's got 22. I'm going to request that from the truck. Let's see it one more time. That's fantastic. Good. I'll watch it again. That's great. That is so great. That, friends, is what makes basketball so much fun. When you let the guys just go out and do their thing. That is just a thing of beauty. Maybe the best part about it, not only was him able to execute that play, but he did it with the charge up big, so it didn't hurt. Galloway fires up, slot 3. He's got 8 points on a couple of 3 balls. Charge lead is 24. As we have reached the midway point of quarter number 4. Branham just runs right past McMillan, can't finish with the left-hand scoop, but he'll go to the free throw line. Malachi, 3 of 3 from the line. He is now, he even kind of looked back at Chance McMillan on his drive. Charge picked him up from the player pool, Malachi that is, earlier this month, back on the 8th. He is 6'4" from the Ohio State University. Line to the right. 22 years old. Free throw is up and in. 24. Matches his first game total as he is now hounding Chance McMillan out front. Lane Wilson across the way looking for a foul, pleading the case with crew chief Castine Evans. Got a little one-on-one going between McMillan and Branham. Robinson left alone. That one's strong. Controlled by the Warriors. McMillan again, cut off by Kopp. Clark the open 3. Soaring above the crowd is Alatiche for another rebound. Warriors now 5 rebounds, right on his season's average. Branham to a cutting Robinson, one hand scoop and score. Jackson Robinson, double figures with 10. Averages 8.9 points per game, so his average going to continue to climb after tonight's effort. 5 minutes to play. Kinsey banging on Branham, who cuts him off. 5 on the shot clock. Cy Chapman and Isaiah Hawthorne getting ready to come in for Cleveland. Underhand scoop with the left hand, blocked away by Alatiche, and he controls the basketball. Robinson trying to force up a shot. And last touch by Jacks on the baseline. Watch Warriors one more time. He timed that perfectly, got him on the left side. He covered a lot of ground. The Condor. The swoop in the block. Oretha averaging just over 1 block per game. And that's his block shot on the night. Zeke Mayo back in. As Eli Kell-Abrams has gone to the bench with his guys up 28. Stolen away by Zeke on the no-look attempt by Galloway. 3-on-1, drops it inside to Robinson, tries to scoop and finish, can't do it. Galloway reached in and fouled him.
Foul call on the Warriors, number 25, Trey Galloway, his third, team second. To the line, shooting the 1 for 2.
While Jackson Robinson shoots a free throw, let's pause for station identification. This is Cleveland Charge basketball. Free throw up and in for Jackson Robinson, gives him 12. Back at public call, Scott and Zarilla with you. 4 minutes to play. Charge in command, 119-89. Closing out the 6-game homestand. Going to finish at 5-1, and that is terrific. Francis inside the 2-hand slam, 11 for Javier Francis. Charge winners for a 3rd straight time, handing the Warriors a 4th consecutive loss as Isaiah Hawthorne, left corner, gets his first basket. 15-3 as a member of the Charge. Isaiah 6'8" from Northern Colorado. Signed out of the player pool back on January the 28th. On the run rebound, Mayo left to right. Puts his head down, drops inside to Chapman, who's cut off. Galloway one-on-one with Hawthorne. Oh, the scoop and score, up and under, nicely done. Trey Galloway, he's into double figures with 10. Above his season's average of 9.6. 3 minutes to play, Charge 122-93. Into the hands of Chapman, right block, put it up and inside. Chapman, his first 2 points, 6'8" from Buffalo. 9 points and 5 rebounds in 14 minutes. And the Charge win last night off the bench. It's game 9 for Cy. He was signed out of the player pool back on February the 20th. Clark, right slot 3, gonna be short. Micah Parrish on for the first time. Mayo reversing it right to left under the basket. Couple of circus shots. Guys are playing loose and free. And we've got a timeout on the floor with 2:25 to play. And the Charge in command as the Charge shooting 58% from the field. On the season, they shoot 49%. They are 47 of 80. 47% from 3 on 15 of 32. They've hit 10 of 11 from the free throw line. They have out-rebounded the Warriors 46-34. They've got 31 assists on 47 made field goals, above their season's average of 29.9 assists per game. They have 15 turnovers, but the game's getting a little sloppy at this point. They are led by Olivier Sarr's first Charge double-double, 24 points, 12 rebounds. Malachi Branham, 24 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. How about 15 points, 15 assists for Darius Brown? As the Charge, barring something completely cataclysmic, they will improve to 29-15. It'll be their 3rd straight win, and they will clinch a playoff spot for the first time since the 2022-2023 season. Also improved to 21-9 in the regular season, and that's the record that counts. Warriors dropped the 4th straight effort. They'll drop to 14-29, 13-16 in the regular season, and they are currently in the 10th spot out west. They're going to slide a little bit after this loss. Of course, the Warriors, again, at least here in Cleveland, they have not had their two ways. That makes a big difference. Shot by Moni is off. As once again, they were without LJ Cryer, Alifai Leones, and Nate Williams. Also, big man Charles Bassey missed both games here in Cleveland for personal reasons. Folks, that's a lot of points. That's a lot of rebounds. So from a Charge perspective, we'll take it, but fair is fair. And the Warriors not at full strength for the 2 games here in Cleveland. We got 2 minutes to play as Jackson Money with that free throw finally gets into the scorebook. So the Charge after last night's 138-116 win, going to come away with another relatively easy win over the Warriors for a second straight night. Another indicator of how short-handed the Warriors are. They've got guys out on the floor that have played big minutes because they really don't have many more guys on the bench to go to. Clark, left wing 3 ball. On the run rebound for Mayo again, behind his back. Pulls it out for McNeil. Hesitates on Francis. Turns, shoots, and scores. Sean McNeil, 9 points, right on his season's average, and right on his total from last night, 9 points with 4 rebounds. Clark knocks it out of bounds on the weak side. Minute to play here at Public Hall. A very successful homestand for the good guys, 5-1. Swept the Bulls, split with the Go-Go, and they're going to sweep the Warriors. Under a minute to play. Now the Charge need to take this hot shooting onto the road. McNeil is wide right on the 3 ball, looking to get a little revenge against the Knicks, as they lost a close one back in that first meeting. Miller 3 ball. His third 3 gives him 13. Charge and Knicks were tied at 110 with about 2 minutes to play, and the Knicks outscored them in those final couple of minutes on a strong run by Tyler Kolek. So the Charge have some work to do against the Knicks. Again, that'll be 7 o'clock, 1 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. You can hear that on Real 106.1. So the Charge has run out that possession. They'll score 130 points for the second time against Santa Cruz in this 2-game set. Eli Kell-Abrams and his staff watching the final 10 seconds sneak down as Miller lets fly the 3 ball, no good. Francis the putback. Got 13, and that's going to do it. An even 30-point win for the Charge, 130-100. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we will wrap things up. And with that, the Charge have improved to 21-9, and they have clinched a playoff spot for the first time since the 2022-2023 season. We'll talk more about it when we come back. This is Charge Basketball on Rock Sports. from Public Hall. Charge a winner 130-100. Again, they wrap up the 6-game homestand 5-1. They've won 3 straight games, now 29-15, matching the second highest win total in Charge history, just 2 shy of the 31 set by the Jordy Fernandez coach teams of 2014-15 and 15-16. Charge led 39-31 after 1, 70-49 at the half, 99-78 through 3, and they outscored the Warriors 31-22 for the 30-point win. Matching the teams, Warriors struggled for pretty much the get-go, 40% on the night, just 6 of 39 3 balls. They did shoot it well from the line, once again 12 of 13. Charge 59% shooting on 49 of 83, 15 of 33 3 balls for 45%. They shot it well from the line as well on 10 of 11. They out-rebounded the Warriors once again 47-36. 31 more assists for the Charge, who committed 15 turnovers to just 12 for the Warriors, who only played 8 players again here tonight. For Santa Cruz, led by Chance McMillan, a career-high 30 points to lead 6 of those 8 players in double figures, while the Charge, once again, heroes galore. Olivier Sarr, first Charge double-double, 24 points, 12 rebounds, couple of 3 balls. He had a block shot as well. Malachi Branham off the bench, 24 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Darius Brown, 15 points, 15 assists. He now has 414 assists on the season, also had a steal. And 12 points for Jackson Robinson, all adds up to a Charge win of 130-100. And if you need more stats than that, we encourage you to visit clevelandcharge.com or the mobile app. The road ahead, driven by your Northern Ohio Toyota dealers. What's next for the Charge? Tuesday afternoon, 1 o'clock at Westchester. We will fly home right after the game because we've got a home matchup with Delaware Wednesday night. That'll be 7 o'clock. Get your tickets at clevelandcharge.com. Then they'll get into the final week of the regular season with that game you see there Sunday against the Celtics at 12 o'clock. Then they'll play Maine again on Tuesday at 7 o'clock. That is your road ahead, driven by your Northern Ohio Toyota dealers. So that's going to do it for this one. Tonight's game was presented by SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Charge, and by your Northern Ohio Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. The Charge, they clinch a playoff spot for the first time since the 2022-2023 season as they knock off the Santa Cruz Warriors 130-100. And you know what? I like the sound of that. Charge a winner. Have a great night.
This copyrighted broadcast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.